My name is Norm Gonzalez. I want to welcome you for being with us today. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this very important mission to remember the fallen, to honor those that serve and their families, and to teach the next generation the value of freedom. Please face the flag of our great nation and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would ask you now to please join in a moment of silence to remember the fallen, prisoners of war, those missing in action, and to honor those who have served and are still serving this great nation's armed services. This year, across the country, at more than 4,600 participating locations like this one here, there are millions of Americans gathering safely as one nation to remember, honor, and teach. We are all proud to be Americans that live in a free society made up of many people from many walks of life. The freedoms we enjoy today have not come without a price. Lying here before us and in cemeteries throughout this nation are men and women who proudly served our nation and gave their lives so that we can live in freedom. The United States of America was founded on the ideals of freedom, justice, and equality. Our nation stands as a shining beacon of liberty and freedom to the world. We thank those who gave their lives to keep us free, and we shall not forget you. Today, more than ever, we reflect on our nation's veterans and active duty service members who have fought and continue to fight to protect the innocent and oppressed. This nation has always been the first to stand up for the freedom of people from around the world. Many of you here today have answered that call and served your country well and faithfully. For this, I, as a fellow veteran, say thank you. We are honored that you are with us here today. Quoting our 40th United States President, Ronald Reagan, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free."
Amen.
Please welcome Lori Seago, who is the Regent of Namaqua Chapter, National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Today, we show a united front of gratitude and respect across the United States of America as we remember the fallen, honor those who serve and their families, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Army. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Marine Corps. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who are served and are serving in the United States Navy. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Air Force. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in honor of those serving in the United States Space Force. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Coast Guard. Now we will lay a veteran's wreath in honor of the 93,129 United States servicemen from all branches of the service whose last known status was either prisoners of war or missing in action. These individuals have never returned to their families and homes. We shall not forget you. We encourage every volunteer who places a wreath at a veteran's grave today to say the veteran's name aloud and thank them for their service out loud. It's a small act that goes a long way toward keeping the memory of our veterans alive.
If you are a veteran, I request the following when you place a wreath. After placing the wreath and reading the veteran's name aloud, come to attention and render a salute as you reflect on the life they lived. Did they die in combat, or did they return to live out their life?
Remember, we are not here today to decorate graves. We're here to remember their death, not their deaths, but their lives. Each wreath is a gift of appreciation from a grateful America. Before placing a wreath on a headstone, take a minute to refluff the greens and rearrange the bow. When the wreath is finally laid at the headstone, please make sure you place the bow at the 12 o'clock position. These live balsam fir wreaths symbolize our honor to those who have served and are serving in the armed forces of our great nation, and to their families who endure sacrifices every day on our behalf. To our children, we want you to understand that the freedoms you enjoy today have not been free, but have come with a cost that someday you may be asked to pay yourself. We'd like to introduce and thank the following for their significant participation this year. Norm Gonzalez, pilot of the Knights of Columbus Assembly 2615. Tom Parker and members of the Honor Guard of the Associated Veterans of Loveland. Jenna Rutz, who cataloged and verified veteran status of 1,019 interned in our cemeteries. Rebecca Kawa, lead for the sponsor group Honor Them All, who had a significant part in getting 1,020 wreaths for today's ceremony. Namaqua Chapter National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. Boy Scout Troop 314, Girl Scout Troop 77848, and Girl Scout Troop 78526, and a small army of volunteers who marked grave sites of veterans prior to this event and identified grave sites not previously recorded. There are enough wreaths for every veteran's grave this year. Boxes containing the correct number of wreaths have been distributed throughout the cemetery on both sides of Lincoln Avenue. Please lay a wreath at each veteran's grave, which has been marked with a red flag, and ignore orange flags. Once you've placed a wreath, remove the red flag and place it at the base of the boxes of wreaths so that we can use them again next year.
We will conclude with a salute from the Associate Veterans of Loveland. After the playing of taps, please quietly disperse and begin to lay wreaths and honor the veterans who rest here.
Honor guards, attention! March, march! Half red, face! Ready! Aim! Fire! Aim! Fire! Aim! Fire! Cease fire! Present arms! Honor, march!
This goes at 12.
Ivan A. Giss.